signed the French international striker Eric Cantona from Leeds United for a fee of £1.2 million. Cantona joined Leeds last season and played an important role in helping them win the First Division Championship. Manchester United have been looking for another striker for some time.
We should have tonight signed Leeds United's French international striker Eric Cantona for £1.2 million. The Frenchman began his season with a hat-trick in the FA Charity Shield against Liverpool. Now the darling of the Leeds fans has been recruited to end a goal famine across the Pennines.
Leeds United. The flamboyant Frenchman is joining Manchester United in a deal worth just over £1 million. United manager Alex Ferguson signed him this afternoon.
Eric Cantona joined Leeds from the French team Nîmes in February of this year, and he soon captured the hearts of fans. He came with a bad reputation, but soon formed a good partnership with Lee Chapman. Cantona played a major part in helping Leeds to win the championship, scoring some spectacular goals on the way. His stay at Leeds may have been short, but he'll leave lasting memories with the fans.
European unity back a decade. French international soccer star Eric Cantona's decision to desert Leeds for Manchester United. The news brought to your screens first by Calendar comes 9 months after the region first heard of Cantona, or Mad Eric as he was then tagged. Since then he's become an idol. Inspiration first for a chant, then for a hit pop song. Here's Alan to ask what all the fuss is about.
Yes, and what a fuss. To try and explain why it's so important, with me now is Neil Howson from the soccer magazine The Square Ball. It's published in Leeds and claims to represent the unofficial voice of the Leeds United Terraces. So, Neil, what's the voice saying?
They're very disappointed. I think most people are incredibly shocked that he's chosen to leave Leeds and also that he's gone to Manchester United.
Well, why do you think he left?
Well, the story goes that he wanted first-team football, but he's going to a club that's probably the biggest playing squad in England, and he's probably least likely to get a team place there, as opposed to Ellen Road, where there's only 1 or 2 strikers.
Well, I mean, it's true that he became very much a cult figure, as we said, the
Absolutely.
pop songs and all this sort of thing. Can he be replaced?
Unless Howard Wilkinson decides to buy from abroad, say an Italian star, German star, something like that, I very much doubt it.
Well, I mean, the thing is, where can you get someone of that calibre for what he's being sold for, I suppose?
I don't think you can. Everybody said, including Wilkinson, that it was one of the best buys of the season, if not his career. I think he got 900,000 for Cantona. He paid that, and sold him for 1.2. There's no way you'd get an international star like Cantona, or a person with that amount of skill, for that money.
Now, I know that in France he is still a very, very big name. Have you had, in your offices, have you had any feedback from the French fans?
Yes, we have. We get a lot of calls from France, from the Parisian sports papers, and indeed from other countries, asking about Cantona. He really is a massive star, not only in England but in Europe as well. It's like Gascoigne or Lineker in England, but for covering most of Europe.
What do you think is going to happen when his new team play at Ellen Road?
Well, that's the $64,000 question. I don't think he'll get a nice reception from the Leeds fans. He was a cult hero to not only football supporters but the city as well. He was basically a feel-good player. People wanted to go and watch him. People who never really had much to do with football would go because of Cantona. He's gone now, and when he comes back, especially wearing a red shirt, there's going to be a lot of ill feeling generated, I think.
Did he actually, one final question, do you think the politics of all this actually occurred to him? Do you think that he regards himself as having let people down, or do you think he thinks, well, it's a good career move?
Yeah, I'm not so sure he's that type of player. He really seems to play for himself rather than for a team. I'm sure he views football as a means to his own end rather than a team end.
Okay, well, thanks for calling in to see us.
Pleasure.
Now, Sarah Dearden has in fact been finding out also, as well as I have, what the fuss is about on the streets.
Well, it's Mark in the morning at Radio RFM. You might have heard the shock news this morning, but Leeds United star Eric Cantona is to quit Leeds United to head over the Pennines to play for, dare I say it, Manchester United.
Feelings have been running high today with Cantona's departure greeted with anger and despair. Local DJ Mark Page was taken off the air for his anti-French sentiments.
Now this is Vanessa Paradis. Hang on a minute, she's French, hang on. What on earth am I doing? playing a French record on a morning like this? You've got to be joking. Forget that.
After throwing the ball at a French referee, Cantona walked out on French football, earning the nickname Eric Le Brat. However undaunted, Leeds United snapped him up for 900,000. And the Frenchman's brilliance soon changed him from the brat to the darling of the Leeds fans, and he played an important role as the club won the league championship title. His catchphrase followed him everywhere. The Leeds-French love affair had begun.
Devastated, I just can't believe it. I'm just gutted.
You know, he was the idol of Leeds United. Everyone loved him, the crowd loved him. Everyone in the city had heard about him.
I think it's a big loss to the club, and hopefully they'll replace him shortly.
Cantona originally signed up for Sheffield Wednesday. What did the city of Sheffield think today?
I'm glad he didn't come to Hillsborough, because I think it'd have done the same down here. Good.
I didn't think much about him anyway, so no.
This afternoon, Eric Cantona officially signed up for arch-rivals Manchester United, but he had a message for his Leeds fans.
Je pense pas qu'ils pourraient comprendre. Donc la seule chose que j'ai à leur dire est tout simplement, c'est ce que je disais tout à l'heure, c'est bien pourquoi je les aime, je sais pas pourquoi, mais je les aime encore.
I don't know why I love you, but I love you, and I go on loving you.
He scored 11 goals this season, and I think he was instrumental in Leeds United winning the title last season. And I think he's a Manchester United player also. He has the player, has the class, and the outstanding ability.
At Ellen Road, Cantona's former teammates continue practicing. However, Howard Wilkinson is being asked by devastated fans why.
I'm disappointed in some respects, but as manager of the football club, I have to look after the football club's best interests. And I think in this case, that's what I've done. I can only play 11 players in the team. I can't play everybody all the time. From my point of view, I think that what's happened yesterday and today has pleased Eric Cantona. Everyone's got away from the table smiling.
It's a fact of life that footballers come and go, and to be fair, after a superb start to the season, Cantona has been disappointing recently. So Leeds fans will get over it eventually. For now though, the words of the song will have to be changed from "Ooh ah Cantona" to "Tata Cantona."
Striker Eric Cantona has now signed with Manchester United. He told a news conference that he still loves the Leeds United fans who welcomed him to the British game. But the £1.2 million move has provoked a wave of anger among the Leeds supporters. Damien Johnson sends this report.
Eric Cantona's love affair with Leeds ended this afternoon. The separation was completed after United made a tentative approach to Leeds yesterday. To their surprise, their £1.2 million offer was accepted. There's speculation that the Frenchman was unhappy at being unable to command a regular first-team place at Elland Road. His only regret now is missing the Leeds fans who worshipped him.
Les fans, je leur ai beaucoup donné, ils m'ont beaucoup.
I not only got on very well with the fans at Leeds, but also the management and of course the players. I can only say maybe they wouldn't understand why I left, but I have one message, and that is again, I love you. I don't know why I love you, but I love you, and I go on loving you.
Eric Cantona makes his Premier League debut for Manchester United here at Old Trafford on December the 6th. He couldn't have picked a bigger game to take his bow. On that day, United face arch-rivals Manchester City. The Leeds United fans took the Frenchman to their hearts. His 11 goals in 19 games this season only added to his reputation. Leeds fans have been stunned at how quickly the transfer deal has been done.
It's come as a bit of a surprise to everybody, I think. I don't think anybody thought that it would leave here as quickly.
I wouldn't have minded if he hadn't gone to Man U. But going to them, it's a bit of a disappointment.
A little bit of France is going to be missing out of Leeds.
Ah oui, je n'y comprends rien, moi. I can't understand it at all.
For the football merchandisers, Eric Cantona has been big business. This Leeds company has sold nearly 1,000 T-shirts bearing the great man's face. 1,000 more are on order. The Frenchman has brought a boom.
He's a real personality. He's got that bit of flair and that little bit of magic that possibly some of the other players work harder, but he's got that kind of cult status from the sort of flair and magic, I think.
You're left with something of a dilemma now. He's gone to Manchester United.
I'm going to paint all the T-shirts red and try and sell them in Manchester.
Cantona left Old Trafford tonight to watch his new teammates at Arsenal tomorrow. The speculation now is that Leeds will be entering the transfer market soon to find a replacement.
Well, Damien Johnson joins us live now from Manchester. Damien, it seems amazing that he's been allowed to go. What explanation is there?
It's very hard to say. He made a blistering start to the season, and I think even Eric himself would admit that of late his form's gone off just a little bit. The approach was made by Manchester United yesterday afternoon, I understand, at the level of the chairman, and Leeds decided to accept it. Eric liked the idea of a new challenge, and he's moved.
Well, Leeds are now £1.2 million better off. Are they looking for another striker?
Well, there's been a lot of speculation in the last year about signing Brian Deane, the Sheffield United striker. He's just signed a new 2-year contract, but I'm sure he'd like the challenge of playing at Elland Road, and Howard Wilkinson would certainly like to have him there.
Thanks very much, Damien.